The Philippine peso fell to 54 pesos against the US dollar this week, the weakest in more than 3 years as markets absorbed the rate hike that the US Federal Reserve imposed last week to prevent a recession. But according to the central bank, the country is in a strong position despite global economic threats. Naomi Tiburcio tells us more.
The value of Philippine peso against the dollar dropped this week. This Monday, it breached the 54 pesos per dollar level. This is the lowest value of the peso since October 15, 2018. But this is a good news for dollar earners such as overseas Filipino workers or OFWs. This 2022, the dollar went up by 6%, translating to a higher income for them. According to economist Mike Ricafort, this is because interest rates in America increased by 0.75. This is one of their steps to prevent a recession due to the country's increasing inflation, which reached 8%, the highest level in 40 years.
Para sustainable yung economic growth over the long, dapat yung inflation contained. No? Kahit anong, alam mo, ganun kalaki yung sakripisyo na kailangan gawin ng US Central Bank. Mag-hike siya ng interest rates by design, sasadyain niya pahinain yung economy.
However, this also means a slowdown in the economy of other developing countries that depend on the US dollar. In the Philippines, this could mean an increase of prices of prime commodities such as oil.
Realistically, it would take some time, no? Kasi ngayon tumaas na lahat, no? Pati yung wage, minimum wage, 6% at nasa at least sa Metro Manila effective June. Transport fares, yung minimum transport fares, tumaas na rin ngayong buwan, di ba? Piso or at least 11%. At marami pang ibang produkto na marami na rin nagtaas ng presyo in reaction to that.
Mika, an OFW's daughter, admitted that the dollar's higher value will help their family financially. However,
hindi ko rin masasabi na okay kasi mataas nga yung halaga ng dollars ng tatay ko. Pero mataas naman yung presyo ng gasolina. Tapos mataas din yung presyo ng mga bilihin.
The US aims to raise interest rates until its inflation rate reaches 2%. But the economist warns this may happen until the following year. This means prices of goods in the Philippines may continue to go up until 2023.
Ang solusyon doon, kung bigla magka-break po sa gera, maraming problema natin ngayon sa mundo mawawala. Bababa yung presyo ng langis, bababa yung presyo ng ibang commodities like wheat, yung ibang minerals na in-import at napakaraming imported products and commodities, bababa yun. Pati yung bababa din yung dollar against the peso, mag-appreciate yung peso.
According to Ricafort, the next administration needs to continue to provide assistance to the most affected sectors, particularly low-income households. Meanwhile, the central bank assured the Philippines is in a position of strength despite economic threats in the global market.
The best way to look at the peso devaluation is how is it in relation to the other currencies in the region, and if you compare it with the other currencies in the region, we're doing well. Okay, the economists call it the one measure of competitiveness of the peso is the real effective exchange rate.
The Monetary Board is set to announce this week the movement of interest rates in the country to control the effect of the weakness of peso against the dollar. Naomi Tiburcio for The Nation.